Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Non-League 2 Premier League here with Bath City. First season in the National League, and we are in the playoffs to make our way up to League 2. Our first opponents here being Woking. I'm going to go straight towards this game, and I'm really going to have to think about the players I'm going to play today. Orsi, do I want him up top? He's retiring. Do I want to go with a Foki? Do I want to go with Windsor? I think we're going to go with Foki. I think we're going to go with Windsor. Potentially even on that right. I might move Jenkins Davies to the left and repay Beardmore for the season he has had. I'm debating taking White out for Warrior and having a Warrior and Tilson in there. White on the bench. Byron, I'm looking at bringing in potentially for Batten. Looking on the reserves. Diot on the subs bench just where I need him, I think. A lot of youth players potentially here I could use. The new youngster Daly. Peaks injured, as I said. Sweeten no, Dolin no. Alves potentially for the bench. Let's see what I've got on the bench already. Keto Diawa is a good option. Defensively and attackingly. Got White, you can play a bunch of positions. Keto, you can play a bunch of positions. Luke, Russ and Daly as midfield options. Diot as a wide option. Orsi as a striker option. And this is the squad I am going to go into today's game for. The first round of the playoffs. We need a big win here against Woking. And let's hope we can do it. A big game here if we want to get promoted here against Woking. I think this is a game we should and can win. Saying that, Woking obviously were in the playoff spots with us, so there is no guarantee. And obviously, as we finish a bit further down, we got to play an additional game in this promotion chase compared to the other teams. Southend. It's been a quiet opening 20 minutes, no real chances, one shot apiece. And here we are with our first highlight of the game. It looks like it's for Bath City. As the ball's played down the left, Jenkins Davies now. What can he do? He chips it in towards Beardmore. Doesn't get it. Warrior long shot. And it falls to that man. Beardy Beardmore. Is he going to be able to do it in League 2 if we do get promoted? I don't know. But Jenkins Davies has been a bit better when I've put him out on the left. And Warrior shoots. It hits the defender and just sort of lands at Beardsmore's feet. It doesn't matter they go in. It just matters that they do go in. And that one does. And Beardmore puts Bath up 1-0 inside the opening 25 minutes. A very close first half. Bath having more shots, but in terms of possession and everything else, it's been very close. Not one corner yet. So a very tight game as you would expect. Teams fighting for promotion. You don't want to slip up and do anything wrong. But here comes Woking. First time I've seen them on the ball, their first highlight. Let's see what they can do. Panther to Andrews to Patterson. Patterson's going to look straight down the line to Turner. It's beautiful passing here. Long ball. Byron wins that header. And it lands with Beardmore to Jenkins Davies. That's a long ball to Paco Evoki. Oh. He should be finishing that. If I'm honest, that should be 2-0. You could probably hear the disappointment in my voice when he dragged that wide. Because that is one of the best opportunities we're going to see this game. Practically one-on-one with the keeper. Maybe the pressure of the defenders breathing down his neck was too much for him. But he should have done better. As we crawl up to the half-time whistle, we've really started to take charge of this match. And hopefully we can continue that into the second half. I'm hoping we can get a 2 or 3 goal lead, and then I can start looking at who the most important players are to take off and make sure they're rested up for the next playoff round. But the whole team looking nice and fit going into the second half. 10 minutes in, nobody's that tired out there. Woking are pushing players forward. We need to be careful to protect our lead. That's what I'm being told. I don't really see that. I see we're still got a good hold of this game. And the first couple of changes do come for Woking. Dewsbury on up front and Drew on at right back. And we're getting towards the 70th minute mark. I'm going to have to make some changes here. You can see my attacking three, my front three, whatever you want to call them, all getting tired. So here's an opportunity to completely reset. Haven't really got a camera, that's fine. We're going to bring Daly in possession. I want us more of a diamond. Tilson, you can stay as defensive mid. Daly, you just need to be a centre mid. And Warrior, I don't think you need to be a centre mid. I feel like you need to maybe be a bit more. Advanced playmaker. Attacking midfielder, just that's fine. Winger, that's fine. Centre forward, that's fine. Out of possession. We're going to drop to 3 DMs. Daly, you're going to stay as the no Tilton in the middle, and Warrior is going to be the only one. He's not going to be a defence. That defence minded. I'm going to put him as a pressing, more pressing. You stay as the DM. Daly should stay as a DM. I think. I'm questioning it, but I think that's how I want to go. I could live to regret this. But I did feel like we needed to take Jenkins Davies off. Sorry, Beardmore off. Well, and Jenkins Davies, but Beardmore from the cam. And we didn't have a direct replacement. I could have probably put Warrior up there. But I've gone for a bit of more of a defensively solid formation here. In hopes that can help me see out the game. So I think that's potentially how I see the future of my midfield. As more of a diamond than a 4-2-3-1. And we are coming up to the final minutes. An easy but scrappy 1-0 win. This is looking like it's going to be. Into the final minute of stoppage time. And there we progress. A pretty boring game in terms of the highlights we saw, but you could see once again we had quite a few chances, Bath. Just didn't put anywhere near enough away. It doesn't look like Dagenham and Forest Green have played yet. We will wait to see what the outcome of that game may be. And let's see if I skip forward. When did they even play? Surely they play soon. Here we go. Oh, you can see we've got next just there. Sutton United, who we struggled against last time we played. If I go to our calendar, it was that month, wasn't it? Bournemouth, Harrogate, Forest Green, Hartlepool, Truro. Maybe it was the month before. Was it really that long ago we played them? Sutton there, 2-1 loss. So it wasn't awful. But that is our next opponent. And look at the streak they've gone on at the end of the season. At least 5 wins on the bounce. So it's a very big game for us. If you did enjoy this episode, please do leave a like. Please do subscribe. And I will catch you next time. Goodbye.